Djverm, you had it, then you lost it. Ah,
Oh, good evening, everybody. Oh God, Akai, you really wanted me to start that intro. I can't believe it. Oh, so hey, everybody, how you doing? This is not a podcast. It's for dum dums. How can you do it? Hey, we got Akai here. How you doing, Akai?
We're living the dream.
Living the dream, and we got Twit Kitbrook. Did I say
so
it well?
yes, yes.
Woo! I didn't say well, God. So, hey, we're starting off. This is our first of the podcast. This is not a podcast for dum dums. So, we're going to be. I love the title. Do you guys love the title?
Nah,
Yeah, it's the dum dums. I'm sure you don't like the dum dums. Anyways,
we could just shorten it for dummies.
yeah, dummies. Okay, that's what I didn't want to do that because they have
The
books.
books.
They have the
Yeah.
books, but
It's probably a copyright infringement there somewhere.
yeah, exactly. So you know what? Let's
Let
keep
me
it.
look up Latin.
Yeah, well, we'll look that up and we'll call this This Is Not a Podcast. So, hey, brand new podcast. We're starting this off and we're going to be having a lot of fun with the team because there's a lot of people that are going to be coming in tonight. We got Twit and we got Akai, and they're going to be our regulars that are going to be here mainly all the time, and we're going to be having fun talking about what the heck comes out in our mind. And also, we'll be also going on the edge of different topics. I'm sure Kai has so much topics he'd like to talk about. So with that said, you guys were talking. We were talking about prices. Prices. Kai, you were saying that you couldn't believe the prices that were from Canada to the United States.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just across the border, which is basically, it's not like that. It's customs and taxes and all that stuff. We were looking up some boot oil to put on your boots, and it was $20 here in the States, $56 in Canada. Now, granted, it's Canadian, but still $1.30 Canadian to the dollar. It's a ripoff. I don't know. I looking at the Canadian Amazon. I don't think you guys are saving a dime.
Well, I'm saving a dime. No, not at all. I mean, I've seen it written. It's like really crazy to see the difference of that. What is it, boot cream? If I remember, you told me. Yeah, it's seeing the difference of the costs. What about you, Twit? What do you think about the costs from the transfer of the states to Canada? Have you ever
Uh,
had?
I've never had to. I've noticed some of the books that I've read where they would say it costs this much in Canada and this much in the U.S. And I would notice that the Canadian would be less than the U.S.
Yeah, well, yeah, we were looking. Akai, I think that cream was what, $18 in the states. Okay, we have
Yeah,
we have the conversion. You've done the conversion. It was what, 20 something?
$26 Canadian,
Yeah.
something like that. It was like $1.30. It was $18 or $19. It was like 26 bucks, but they wanted $56 on Amazon for it,
Yeah,
and it was shipping out of the same place that I was going to buy mine. But the only difference was it was crossing the border, and so when it crossed the border, it went from $26 Canadian to $56 Canadian. It almost doubled in price.
man, I can't believe it. This is really, really, it's a disaster. I mean, we've been paying a lot lately. I mean, all over the place. So imagine a guy. I don't know if you know, but here in Quebec, we have I call it the double tax. We pay a 15% tax on about everything, food, clothes, everything, cars, man, everything. So can you believe it? A lot of money.
So you're paying like a VAT tax.
Well, it's the federal tax and the Canadian tax. I said the Canadian tax, I should say TPS, and the provincial tax. That's what I meant. It's the TVQ. So it's crazy. One's 9, one's 5, something like that. But
So,
it gets to a total of 15.
so it's kind of like our housing tax.
Yeah. Well, what is your housing tax? Because you're gonna have to tell me. I'm from Canada.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, you got the city tax, you got the um, I'm trying to think here. Like you should have a state tax for your housing, you should have a city tax for your housing, and then they also can tax you for any damages or different unsightly things that your house has on it, which is also really retarded.
What state is this?
Ohio.
Oh man. So our state tax in Colorado is 4.6%, roughly. And then you get
Well, it
into
also
your city taxes and your federal tax. I think
Hmm.
I think you end up paying anywhere between 15 and 36%, depending on your income level in the states for taxes in a normal state. Now, if you live in like New York or one of those other states or California, I'm sorry, you're getting screwed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is that bad?
Oh, it's ridiculous. Some of these states, you're almost at 50%.
Oh wow, can you believe
Uh,
it?
here's the thing: a person in the lower class,
Then he cut out.
Yeah, and you cut out when it's your time to talk. Oh, there we go. You're back.
the
No, you cut out again.
Yeah, and the lower your financial bracket is, the less in taxes you pay. But and the higher you go in the financial bracket, the more you pay in taxes. But which I never understood. I think it should be one tax rate for everybody. But
Crazy, crazy, crazy. I love taxes. Is Twit back?
yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, you were like going boom. He disappeared.
Yeah, my internet decided to drop for a moment. So where'd you leave me?
Same place that you, you stopped. So Kai, try to finish your story.
So basically, a person who's at the lowest end of the tax bracket in, say, like New York, if they were to go to, say, Oklahoma, they'd pretty much be able to afford a mansion.
Okay.
That's
oh
how
yeah,
much. Yeah.
I bought my second house in Colorado on 5 acres, and the house was 3,500 or 3,600 square foot. I had a 3,600 square foot barn with a large shop up front with it was all electric and heated and tack room and 5 stall barn with automatic waters, and I paid 350. And then you talk to other people that live in different states, like California and all that, and they're like, "How much land
Hmm.
for
Yeah.
how much?" And I says, "Yeah, 350,000 won't get us an apartment here." You know,
Oh wow. So
Yeah,
like,
because I was talking with my mother and my grandmother. My grandmother says that in order to do any construction in, say, somewhere like Cleveland, on your housing stuff, they would tax you and you would have to get a permit. But if you go somewhere like Oklahoma, if you own the land, you own the land. You don't have to do any form of permit.
you still have to do a permit. You still have to do a building permit on most states.
Okay.
Some states, though, if you're doing your own construction, like New Mexico,
Hmm.
if you read fine into their law, as long as you're doing everything and you're not hiring a contractor, then
Hmm.
you don't need to pull a permit in some counties.
Okay.
oh
But
crazy.
you gotta read your county laws. Here, you pretty much got to pull a permit for everything, and they're going to tax you on the estimated value is the cost of your permit.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, but no, I agree with you, Kai. It should just be the same percentile from everyone because even if your money increases, it's still taking the same portion of pie from you that it would from another person, even if the amount itself is not the same.
I personally think property taxes are illegal.
Yeah.
That's the one
Yeah.
thing in this world that you could buy a farm or you could buy land up in the mountains, and if you don't pay your tax on it, they could take it from you. When people would buy land and live off their land, they didn't have to pay taxes on that stuff. It's just another way for government to weasel into every section of your life.
Yeah, weaseling in. Can we believe it? Of every section of our lives. Yeah, you're right on that one. So talking about weaseling. So we're going to leave the topic of taxes because we want to go through a couple of things here on it's not a podcast, and we're gonna start by something. Since the show is brand new, I'm gonna ask you just a little bit about you guys. We're from Vermland Radio. We're the team. We're an administration team, and we're doing a podcast. And yeah, and I just wanted to maybe just a little debrief to our audience of who we are. So I'm gonna kick you off with this, okay?
I'm a disgruntled retired person that does internet radio. Um, I guess that's pretty much it. Gamer, love to do video games and play lots of video games and do radio. And I do a show called The Rabbit Hole. And it's pretty much it. Help around the station on my Thorn and Verm side, and I yeah, that's pretty much it. I think.
You're kind of the station manager at the same time, eh, Kai?
Yeah, titles, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you, Twit.
Hmm. Okay. I'm a very young teenager in first year of college. I've had 5 years experience in different moderation roles. I'm also certified in multiple illustration things, and currently studying psychology. Like, I guess that's everything I can say. I've been the news director here for 1 month, and then I was like, "Hey, Verm, switch me over to productions because I can't keep doing all this writing stuff."
Yeah, but you've done a really good job. I can tell you that. We really appreciated what you've done as the news. Now we're seeking someone that could maybe take care of the news because
Hmm.
you're already busy. So
Yeah.
yeah. So if I go for my part, well, DJ Verm, I'm a gamer myself. I mean, Twit, I know you're a gamer too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You forgot that part
Currently
that you were
playing
a gamer.
Anno.
So I'm a gamer, professional DJ, 30, I should say something like 34, 35 years, maybe less in DJing, but I mean in experience, because I have a little topic of family that's in the music world. So yeah, and they taught the works to me. And yeah, I've decided to hop in this challenge with Akai, Cafe Babe, and Draxus. Uh, yeah. Oh, bless you.
Don't
Uh,
worry about me.
yeah, and Cafe Babe and all that to start off a internet radio station. So yeah, I decided to take the general manager position to try to get us up and running and getting more outside world to with the team, work on the outside world to try to get us up and running and having fun. The main objective here, I think, we said it, Kai, is we got to have fun. So we've always been that way. We've been great friends, me and you, Kai, for already some odd years, if I remember.
I'm not even going to remember a date. It's been a long time.
Yeah, we've done a lot of challenges in the old days in one of the clans that we were together, or we should say a community. Do we say clan or community to it?
Clan?
So we say clan.
Clan.
So it's officially it's not a community; it's a clan. We,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess
Okay, so
I think clan would relate to your the gaming group you're in. I think it was a gaming community because they
yeah,
had at one point 2,600 people
yeah,
in 35 different games.
because a
So
community equals a huge selection of people who are of similar backgrounds but are also unique in a lot of ways. And then a clan is more everyone is very similar to each other and they all have a set goal. So yeah, I would definitely say that was probably a community.
a community.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's interesting. And
So like we would be a clan right now.
our radio station.
Yeah.
God, you're scaring me. Okay, so well, why
you'd be
would
like
we?
a three-man PUBG. Yeah,
Woo!
winners
Because
tournaments.
there's only five of us and we're all focused on the radio despite our unique backgrounds. However, the people who would listen to us, they would be our community.
Okay, it's
Okay.
really interesting. I love that.
This is our English class for the day, folks.
So just for maybe just one little sec, we're gonna go with a small little commercial, and we're just gonna be back.
Vermland Radio, a gamer certified station.
Was that short? Did you hear it? Yeah, it was short, eh?
Oh. Oh, okay.
So you you didn't hear that?
I barely heard it, so I
Yeah, I
couldn't
don't.
quite understand what was going
Something's
on.
going weird. This is not acting like it did on TeamSpeak, but hey, it
Yeah.
is what it.
It is what it is. So no, I just wanted to ignite and put a bit where we are going to, like we're going to be putting this on our, oh, by the way, on our Live 365. Everybody, don't forget that Vermland Radio is a radio station on the air 24 hours, 7 days a week on Live 365, I should say. So you can hit the link on our website at www.vermlandradio.com. And if you don't want to hit the link, you could also install it on your phone. Yes, an app for us on Vermland Radio. So just go to Live 365 all together. Hit that on the app request. Once it's out, install it. Then you just hit Vermland Radio in the search bar, and then you'll see our little green icon. Hit that, put it in the heart, and you're going to have us right close to your heart all the time. So that's two ways to be able to listen to our stream, our great music, because we do got a lot of great DJs. Like Akai, I'm just going to ask Akai again. Akai, you're a DJ for radio. I mean, you decided to take that challenge again with me to build that, and you decided to become a DJ because you weren't a DJ in the past. You never knew about this, eh?
I could barely operate the virtual DJ as it is. But yeah, I'm pretending to be a DJ. I do pretty good at it, I think.
But I think you do pretty good because I've been listening to you also in the car, and just the voice you got is outstanding. By the way, so yeah.
Thanks. I try to entertain, and we try to play some games, and you don't want to listen to the same songs every week and play the same list every week. So you try to mix it up, and that's one of the reasons I did the multi genres because I'm pretty eclectic in my head, I think, and I like listening to different music, and I hate being told that I have to play one type of music the whole time. So,
well, I'm with you on that one. That's one of the reasons why Twit that we took a decision to make the station as a multi-genre station. What do you think about the multi-genre station?
Multi-genre is fine. It's just as long as you can balance them correctly, and that you, as we were discussing earlier when we were having this huge argument on rap, you got to make sure you also combine them in the correct order. Otherwise, you're just gonna have really terrible music in a row.
Okay. Interesting. I love that. But I know that our shows, all the DJs, like Draxus or us, DJ Verm, I'm going to call them all. I'll call them all out just in a second, but just to keep the topic going, we all do like one of the kind of genre, or like Kai does his multi-genre, or the rabbit hole. Throws maybe like a couple of songs in one type of genre and then goes to the other. I think it's like that. Eh? You work okay?
Well, I guess my shows do kind of cross into some different genres. I mean, but I think they kind of feed towards each other fairly well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we're a couple. We're talking about music genres and stuff like that. But Twit, you also have a podcast on radio. Can you tell us a bit about your podcast and what's your podcast?
Okay, so currently I am running the Djverms, and its objective, as we've changed it today, is to find and interview all the up-and-coming musicians, gamers, whatever you have on DLive, and get to know them and help them out a bit.
And mainly your topics are?
Mainly we talk about the gaming community. If it's a musician we have, then we try to connect with them with their music, try and see what genres they play, or what bands that they listen to when they grew up, or what their inspiration is.
Cool. I love it. I love it. And lately, how many shows you done already?
5 or 6 now, I guess.
Yeah.
We started in October. We've been doing every Thursday since.
Yeah, and I know your assistant is not always there, eh? You want to go there? So, yeah, I know I've been missing a couple of times. Like usual, we all know that sometimes there's issues and harder for us to get in. But, yeah. So, guys, we're going to hit a commercial break. I'm going to go throw a Live 365 commercial break. Just like you know, we're going to be broadcasting on Live 365, and it's our obligation as a radio station to play a 120 seconds. Is that it? 120? Yeah, well, 2 minutes of broadcasting. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
Vermland Radio, a gamer certified station.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. Look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Hamilton the Pug, Instagram star, and shelter pet. Amazing adoption stories start in shelters. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, and excuse me. Sit up straight, hold doors open, don't speak with your mouth full, keep your elbows off the table. Share your things, play nice, and generally treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
And stop picking your nose.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
I'm a retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing. After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak. My name is Julius Gaines, creative writer, poet, photographer.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
So we're back after this commercial break. Our Live 365 partner, our broadcaster, should say, for our station, and I just realized I think my team that is on the other side of the window, I should say, of our studio, Akai and Twit. Have you heard the commercial? I think we're having technical problems. Can we? Do I believe?
I'm hearing bits of the commercial. I'm not hearing the whole commercial.
Okay, well, technically it's recording, so that's good. I just wanted to make sure. I mean, because I think I heard Twit over the commercial say, "Are we finished?" Is that what you said?
I couldn't hear. Yeah, I don't have the thing on right now, so I don't hear if we're running a commercial.
Oh, okay. Well, look, every time you're going to hear me say we're going to be going on a commercial break, that means it's going to be the Live 365. Just to let you know. So at least you'll know that you got 2 minutes of going to get a glass of water or something like that. So, hey.
I thought you were doing it in post.
No, I'm doing it live. Hey, this one's a live one. I've settled everything so I can at least record live. Can you believe this? This is great. Woo! We're gonna get to being able to broadcast live also. So it's getting there. We are getting there to it. Working hard. I'm working hard on the audio section. But we are live at the moment on Twit, D-Live, YouTube, and Facebook. Hey, I'm not cut off from Facebook. Can you believe that, Twit? They haven't cut me off of Facebook. You know why? I'm not playing any music.
Because you need to go to Facebook jail?
Yeah, maybe go to Facebook jail because I was playing music. No, but I could see that we're still running, and there's someone on Facebook at the moment listening to us. Can you believe this? It's really great. Oh, wow. Hi, everybody from Facebook who are listening to us. If you have any friends that want to come up and listen to us, join us. We're having fun here. So, say we go to the topic. What can we talk here, Akai? What can we talk about? I want to hear your point. Do you have something that you'd like to talk about?
New games.
Where
are the new games? Is anybody... there's a couple little ones coming out here and there, but where are the new games?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's dry out there. There's like, there's some little indie ones coming out here and there. MechWarrior Mercenaries came out. I've been playing some other indie games, Paradox games. But it seems like there's no new games. It's stale out there.
Well, Kerbal Space Program 2 is supposed to launch sometime within this year, but I don't know when. A huge
Yeah, but I'm talking
people
like
who are,
multiplayer games,
yeah.
ones that you can play with your buddies, because that's a lot of fun getting out there and playing those games with your friends. But it seems like it's just even in the lead up to Christmas, where they usually drop all the big ones, not even there was nothing. I mean, Mech Warriors Mercenaries has a co-op, okay, yay, whoopee. What about some multiplayer action? Come on, why can't I log into a server and why can't I travel around the world with my mercenary? Stuff like that. I mean, it's just, we got all these games, and I don't know. I think some of these games got put out, and they said, "Oh, we're going to put these games out," and they put these games out, and they were junk, and then the community slapped their hands, and then all the game companies kind of reeled back and said, "Whoa, okay, they're no longer accepting every little thing we throw out there as a beta game. They want more finished product," and I think a lot of these game companies have gone back to the house to get more finished product. I mean, what do you guys think?
Well, GTA 6 they're starting to work on that.
Which one?
GTA 6.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay.
Not a fan of that one.
They were applauding.
No, I have GTA and love it. Had lots of fun with it. A 6, okay. Are they going to reskin Red Dead Redemption and put it out as 6, or?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
Because a lot of these games you get into playing, especially with these big studios, a lot of them seem like reskins. Like they just reskin something, threw some new graphics at it, twisted up some quest lines a little bit, and then that's it. Put it out.
Yeah, kind of like Skyrim and Fallout 4.
Well, Fallout 76. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge Fallout fanboy. I've always been, I'll still continue to buy the Fallout product. But 76, I was really let down at the end product.
Crazy, eh?
Well, yeah, and I pre-ordered. I was, but there's been a lot of games like that. What I'm really waiting for is Cyberpunk 2077. That'll be cool. But I hope
what is Cyberpunk 2077?
Oh, it's I got into playing Cyberpunk when it was a dice and pencil game. I mean, you get together and you play with all your modifications and you try to jack it in the net, and it was kind of like a D&D but for computer geeks. And it was lots of fun, and I enjoyed it. And then they came out with a couple games, and they were okay. But this new 2077 they're doing, go look up the website, go look up the trailer. Absolutely phenomenal. And the trailer's made with real gameplay video. So, and I was just like, wow, that's impressive. But they have also said, the studio's also said, we'll release this when it's ready. And until then, that's it. You're not going to see anything. You're going to get a snippet here and there.
Whoa, that's crazy. What about you, Twit? Do you play something?
Well, since I've upgraded my computer, I can now play the new Far Cry. I can also now play Call of Duty 4.
Okay.
And I can now run Space Engineers at max capacity instead of trying to lag out every 30 seconds.
Let's see, there was another game. Great bones. Great ability for content and, player economy and everything. I mean, it would have been a huge, massive multiplayer game. But then it seems like the devs just like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I can't even... Multiplayer runs a lot better now.
Yeah.
They did some fixes on multiplayer, and it runs a lot nicer. But still, I mean, that world with the way the physics work and everything, I mean, oh man, so much fun.
Yeah, because, wow, my mind tries to think.
Well, I remember, like, we used to build crossbows, and, to launch your... Yeah, you could with space engineers, you can build with this flight physics. You can actually make a catapulting chain system to throw your ship out from the dock, and get it up to speed without engines. And you used to make gravity well engines instead of using propulsion engines, and used to do all kinds of cool stuff in space engineers.
Yeah, because combat, you gotta have the really good graphics, but they just. I'm still waiting for shields, and everyone else is like, do mods, and I'm like, I don't do mods. Mods make the game too easy.
Depends on which one you get. They have some shield mods that are reasonable out there, and they got some mods that are fairly reasonable. But oh my lord, the resources you got to get in order to run the shields and everything like that, it really taxes your system, and you're running out of power, and you got to increase your power. There's a lot of stuff that goes into some of these shield mods, and you should look at them. Don't discount all the mods that are out there, because there's some really good in-depth ones that players have made specifically because they didn't want it to be so easy.
Yeah, because the one game that I actually want to do is a game that's like Microsoft's Airplane Simulator, but it's of a Stargate nature instead.
Okay.
You're gonna have to explain that one.
Okay, so Stargate was a movie that came out in 1990 something.
Yeah, I understand the Stargate thing.
Okay.
I don't know how you're tying Flight Simulator and Stargate together.
Okay, so in Flight Simulator, you can either be the pilot or you can be the air traffic control. And
okay.
So I love the fact that you can be either one, and just the idea of either being Stargate Command and just being like, hey, we got an incoming wormhole, make sure we do this. Or being the unit being like, hey, we're being pinned down, help me out here. Just
one of those get a little more interactive. Have you watched any of those videos where they have, was it DCS? I believe it's a digital combat simulator, and there's a couple of the other ones where they do the ones where they're taking off on the airport, and guys, it's just crazy.
Hey, by the way, guys, on Facebook, we have a couple of people listening to us at the moment. So just to say hi, David Ors, we got Charles LeBerge, and we got Stefan, who are obviously listening to our show at the moment and are having fun. So it's Stefan Pomarlos. I just want to say hi to everybody from here, from our hearts to Vermland Radio, to all of you listening on our Facebook channel at the moment. It's really great. And we got someone from D-Live, too, listening on our channels. That's really great.
Woo.
Hoorah!
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, really.
There is a French company out there right now that's putting out a game. It's Dual Universe.
Okay.
I've been following that one too. I don't think it comes out till 2022 or 2021, but they're going through the alpha beta stages right now. And you as a player can build anything you want pretty much as a ship. You got to power it. You can make it look like what you want. If you want to build a space station in space, you can build it. You want to build a house on your, mine all your own material. I mean, and if you make a blueprint of your ship, then you could sell the blueprint. And the economy is supposed to have a pretty heavy player economy. It's all what they call single shard technology, where they every player in the game is on a single server, which is supposed to be pretty cool.
Ooh, that'll take some heavy computing.
They've done